Well, it's not the Clinton County Fair, but it's a pretty darn good reason to be at the Clinton County Fairgrounds on June 18th, 2010 in the afternoon at about 10 after 2. You know what we're doing here, folks? We're getting ready for the Relay for Life, an activity. If there's anybody watching this program that doesn't know what the Relay for Life is all about, they must have been under a rock for the last 20 years.
That's for sure.
Everybody in the world knows about it, and if you didn't know a lot, believe me, you'll be informed before this program is through. You guys are the first two people we'll be interviewing this year, and your name is Marie.
Marie Gay.
And you are?
Doris Trombley.
Her sister.
Her sister.
Can't you tell? Not twins, but close enough, right? It's very important for you to be here. It's important for us to be here because we have to get the word out.
Absolutely.
And you're chairman of a committee.
Yes, I am.
Tell me.
I am chairperson of the Survivor Caregiver Committee, and that's what you see happening around here in this corner.
This Relay for Life will technically begin at 7 o'clock tonight in earnest.
Yes.
We'll continue till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Luminaries will be set out, bags with sand and candles in them with special writing on. I wrote on 2 of them, so I know. All around this track, and people will be walking in hopes of saving lives in the future.
That's right.
But you folks have a very important reason for being here. Tell me about it.
Back in 2007, or actually 2005, my mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and she passed away in 2007. That's when we started our relay. That, along with a very good friend of mine, Gordon Hulbert, who died of brain cancer within months of my mom. I started relaying because I wanted to fight back on cancer. Didn't feel it was fair. I mean, it took our parents away. It took, it was very difficult. It took friends and family away, and we just want to fight back, and that's what we're here for. I got involved with the Survivor program because I want to celebrate life in this area. We've got survivors that are doing very well, and cancer isn't the end. And this is what this is, to show there's more, we can beat cancer, and these people are survivors. We have a survivor here of 45 years.
No kidding!
No kidding. So
if that isn't a celebration,
absolutely.
There never is one.
And that's what we're doing. And we're celebrating that, and I'm so excited about everything that's happening in this program. This year we're actually have a theme event for this area, which is a first for the year, and for the first time at the relay, and I think everybody's going to be very surprised and happy. And we don't want it to be somber. We want it to be fun for them, and that's what we're trying to do.
It should be a whole lot of fun.
I hope so.
I know you're able to talk, even though your sister has a little bit of laryngitis because she's talked a lot. But I'm sure you want to echo everything she said, plus your own feelings.
Well, that's right. We have personal reasons to be here with friends and family, but it is a celebration. And and every day that another survivor lasts, it's something to celebrate.
Is there anyone watching this program who hasn't had a family member, a close family member, or a friend that's been diagnosed with cancer? Probably not.
Probably not.
Everybody's life is touched in one way or another because there are so many different kinds of cancer. But every single year, thanks to the Relay of Life and a lot of dedicated people, there's more hope, right?
Absolutely. What is there if there's no hope? You have to have hope.
We have a wonderful cancer center here in town. We have wonderful oncologists and doctors. We have a lot of caring people like all the folks that are going to be here tonight. Do you know there will be thousands here tonight?
Absolutely. There better be 5,000 people here tonight.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
I started with this program personally, giving a little bit of my time because I'm the mouthy guy, and I was able to read names. We used to read them live.
Yes, we
back
did.
in the old days, behind the stuff.
Transfers to school. Yes, yep.
And at night with the black flies and the skeeters
Yep.
and the luminaries, they were still so beautiful it made us cry while we itched. And in those days, it took us a very long time.
Yeah.
Normally 2 or 3 or 4 of us to read all the names. We do it a little differently now, don't we?
Well, I have 340 survivors registered for the program this year.
Come on.
No.
Isn't
what I
that
have.
wonderful?
Isn't it wonderful?
It's just, and I want to get the word out that this relay is for all survivors. Please feel free to come. We're welcome. They're more than welcome to come. Celebrate.
How soon do you start?
August.
Do you really?
Yes, we have the relay in June, and we take a month off, and then we meet once in August, and then periodically every other month until January, and then we start our kickoff in February, and we're right on it through to the event.
Yeah. We're here in the daylight,
Yes.
but the real action starts as dusk comes later tonight, doesn't it?
At 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock is our open ceremony, and our survivors will do their walk. Once they're done their walk, then everybody will walk the track. And we're hoping that everybody that's here tonight, all 5,000 people, will stand on the side of the lines and clap for those survivors because they need to be celebrated.
Yeah, I said this event was perhaps even more important than the Clinton County Fair, and I wasn't kidding.
No.
The event has actually been held here for a while, right?
This is our, I think, 4th year here.
Is it really?
I believe so. 4th or 5th year here. This is only the 2nd year on the big track. We outgrew the other track.
Of course
the
you
little
did.
small
Are you
area.
kidding me?
Yeah, I think our survivors outgrew the small area.
You know, we should explain right at the outset. Take a deep breath, relax, take a drink, take a nap if you like. We'll get to everybody before we're through, but a lot of people actually bring their campers and trailers around the track here, don't they?
Yes, they plan to spend the night.
I
The
love
camper
it.
never sleeps. We're going to be up all night for it.
I know you will be.
Yes.
I want to come back and see what your voice is like at 7 tomorrow morning.
Hey, I look forward to seeing you.
You're great sisters. Thanks so much for all you do.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
tonight. Bye-bye, guys.
I know.
Joan Sterling?
Yes.
I said that like I've known it for hours, and I just learned it 10 seconds ago.
Yes.
The best smile in the place, Joan.
I am-
She was the one that was screaming and jumping and hollering and dancing.
It's a chance to be on TV. How would I not be wanting to jump up? And everybody watches your show. Now they're going to see me.
Oh, golly. We could wrap it up right now and go home and feel...
I take donations. I'll keep it up.
Tell us why you're here, kiddo.
I am here because I'm very proud to say that I am the ACS staff partner that helps to run this. But I relay because I unfortunately have lost my mom and dad both to cancer.
Oh, boy.
And I've been working with ACS for 5 years, but prior to that, I volunteered for 4 years as a team captain and had a wonderful time doing it. And now I have a very, very special reason to relay, and that's because of my mom and dad.
Isn't it, boy, and there's no better.
There is no better. And I also have a 3-year-old grandson that there's no way that he can lose me. So I have to fight. He needs me. I need to see him get married and have children of his own. So I got a lot to do, so we've got to find a cure.
Okay, well, you'll be fighting, I figure, for 76 more years. Is that close enough?
I want it quicker than that. I want to be out of a job.
Oh, out of a job. Oh,
not
all
many
right.
people want that. I want to work myself right out of a job.
Wouldn't it be nice?
That would be heaven.
Well, you know, as I mentioned at the outset, and most people, if they watch television, read books or the internet, know that great progress is being made.
Yes, sir, that's absolutely true. There's many, as you heard earlier, the number of survivors that we have, early detection, we're finding it earlier, and we're saving lives.
I love it. So, what is your role here? What have you been doing, and what will you do tonight?
Oh my gosh, we don't have enough time.
Oh, yeah, I got all
honestly,
day.
my role is fun because I have on the side of me here, I have the two, the chairperson and the co-chairperson that make this event happen. All I have to do is walk around saying, "You're doing a great job," and keep smiling and thanking everybody for
Hey,
coming.
I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Well, we can work together.
I'll join you.
Okay,
Who
fair
are you?
enough.
My name's Mark Brown.
Hi, Mark.
I'm actually her son. So yes, she's.
I was going to say sister and brother because I know the side of the bread my butter is on.
There you go.
Forget the donation, you're all set.
So you didn't just follow her here. You must believe in this too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, she's been. I've been relaying with her off and on for the past as long as she's been doing it. Being part of teams and so on and so forth. And a couple of years ago, she needed somebody to help, kind of be the chairperson and kind of corral and get the spirits together for our entire committee. And so I jumped at the opportunity, and this is actually my 3rd year as being a chairperson for the event.
Pretty good. Started when he was 14.
That's
Very
right.
good. Julie.
Gordy knows who I am. I'm Julie Stalker. I'm like Joan said, and Mark, I'm the co-chair. But I relay for several different reasons. Not everybody knows them, but not only my husband is a cancer survivor, but my in-laws are a cancer survivor. And 6 years ago, this lady called me and said to me, "I want you to help me." So that's all she had to do, because at that point in time, I had just lost my brother to cancer after a 2-year battle of a brain tumor, and she was exactly what I needed. I needed to do something. I wanted to do time. I wanted to volunteer. I wanted to make a difference, and I'm able to do that. She put me in the mission chair, which is great because I serve on many committees in the county that advocate for that and push for that. So I thought it was a great match. And then this year, I got stuck in a car with her for 4 hours and her son and said, "You are the person we're looking for."
For 4 hours, you're saying 99 bottles of beer on the wall, right?
I did sing that. You're right. You're right.
really?
We did. We did.
So,
How would I know that would fit you? I love it.
yeah, and so here I am today.
I want to know if you all got a nap before you came here. This is going to be a long night tonight.
You know, you'll notice there's a lot of shirts here that says "Cancer never sleeps, and neither do we."
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna get to sleep tomorrow, and that'll be a wonderful, wonderful thing.
I love the shirts. You can see they say American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Imagine a world with more birthdays.
That's
How
what it's all
succinct
about.
and to the point that is.
Exactly, exactly. And you know, I also am very lucky to say that I've got a mother-in-law who is a 3-time cancer survivor.
No, come on.
And
Isn't that great?
You know, she had breast cancer. She had a little surgery, she says, and got taken care of. And then she had colon cancer, had a little surgery, and she was taken care of. And then she decided with lung cancer and had a little surgery. And she's an amazing woman, and she's another reason that I relay. And a father-in-law with prostate cancer that, you know, is a trooper and fighting. And there's just so many people. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in our lives that have been touched by cancer. So to be able to be the paid person, I truly always joke about it. I can't believe that I get paid to do what I do, because I truly do love it and I believe in what I do. And this event itself is so wonderful. And we have such a wonderful community, such a wonderful community. I don't care where we, you know,
Shut your radio
my radio's
off.
off.
We need excitement, right, Julie?
Okay. This is a wonderful community. I don't care where I stop. I don't care what I ask. This community says yes, and fortunately or unfortunately, I think it's because so many of us have been touched by cancer that it's very easy to understand where we're coming from and to want to make a difference. So I'd like to just say thank you to Clinton County and surrounding areas, because they're coming from all over. Everybody who's anybody is going to be here at the Plattsburgh Relay for Life tonight, right here at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. Woo!
You know what?
I can work with you if you want me to start helping you.
I have preached this sermon ever since my feet first landed in Plattsburgh, and that is long before you and your parents were born, a long time ago.
I don't think you've been here that long.
But I have echoed that same hymn that you've been singing verses to for all these years, saying we do live in a special part of the country where, I'm sure it's true in other places too, but it seems to me that it's true here more than anywhere else I've ever seen, where people really care about their neighbors and friends. To the point where in all those years when I was on the radio, when I asked for something, it wasn't for any selfish reasons, but it was for help. Mm-hmm. And we raised money for various of the health organizations, and raised money for cancer. I remember 30-some years ago.
I was 3.
When a college fraternity raised a lot of money for the American Cancer Society and won a giant award for doing so, for the President's Cup, as a matter of fact, in town. Wow. And so, in one way or the other, we've all been doing our little bit to help. And I remember the first Relay for Life here, as I said to Julie, when we were out there reading names over and over and over. But that's a little different now, right?
Yes, because even then when we thought we were reading a lot of names, and there probably were like 1,000 names, this year you'd have like 6,000 names. So we scroll them now.
Yeah.
We scroll them.
How does that work?
How does...
Scroll them.
Scroll them. I'm sorry. We put them on a computer, and we have a big screen where we're going to have the people's names that will be scrolling onto the screen.
Now we're right off the track here, right near the grandstand. Where will that be?
It's actually there's going to be a screen right on the grandstand, so when you're walking the track, you're going to be able to see it right over on the left-hand side of the grandstand.
A lot of people won't see this until it's all over.
And you know what? They're going to say, can't wait for next year.
Can't wait for next year. How do people, now that you have everybody so excited about the Relay for Life, how would they get involved in the future?
In the future, the beauty is with technology is we have a wonderful website, and right now it's running for now, but before long, this year's website will be down and the new website will come up, and that's a great way to do it. Or, I'm happy to say I'm a local girl. All you have to do is call me. I'm here trying to make a difference. Right now we work about Relay for Life, but, I'm here in the county all the time. I live and work in Rouse's Point, and I'm there to make a difference, so.
Now, this is our Relay for Life is not the only one in the nation.
Oh, no, we're one of many, many, many relays. And actually, I'm happy to say that we're part of the, From Here to Albany is our region, and I have to say that we're number one.
Come on.
In many more reasons than just our community.
Isn't that neat, Julie?
It's extremely neat.
It's all your fault.
It's and there's 3 relays happening this week, and there's a couple more in Albany, and I'm happy to say that I've got my boss coming from Albany tonight. He wants me to teach him how to do a relay, so I told him to come on down. Come on up. Sorry, we're up.
I hope the camera can see your earrings.
Oh, I hope so too, because look at the matching necklace too.
Matching necklace.
This was actually something that one of our teams about 3 years ago was selling, and I bought it, and it's my I wear it every time I bring relay. I have my purple earrings, and I even have purple toes. You don't have to zoom in on those, but if you want, the shoes are purple too.
Ta-da. Now, do they suggest that you have the relay sometime in June, or is that optional, or how does that work?
It's optional, but a lot of them we want to have it when it's nice weather, so we can hold it outdoors, and so that we can have it overnight. So it's a good time to have it just for the weather, to keep it. We're the North Country. We don't know. I think you've probably said it too. If you don't like the weather today, wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, wait for 15 minutes or
go.
so. And we've had alternate days of sun and rain a lot lately, so we're fortunate to have scheduled, because we do have a little influence left. Great weather for tonight, Julie, huh?
We do, and we appreciate you coming. And I know that you mentioned that this won't be seen until after, but you guys reach so many people out there that we don't always reach. So getting that word out is what we need to do.
Now, tell me a little bit about some of the events that people here will be able to take part in the rest of today, and from 7 o'clock tonight till 7 in the morning.
Definitely. We actually, the official opening ceremony doesn't kick off until 7 p.m., but we have stuff that will be starting around 5 p.m. We actually have a whole section for younger kids. We got a bounce house, we have face painting, we have kids games, magician, clowns, all that stuff to keep the kids interested, because it is a family event. Opening ceremony will start at 7 p.m. and then we have our Survivor Lap, which Marie might have talked about. It's going to be happening sometime around 8:15 or so, where we're going to have all of these survivors wearing their purple shirts, starting the relay off with the first lap. From there, we have bands and DJs, and Stewart's is out here donating ice cream. We have a food booth set up for food. We have games like cookie eating contest, a Miss Relay pageant where we're going to have men dressed up as women running around trying to get
Not too late for you to enter.
Oh!
I'm happy to say that 2 years ago I entered it, and I got to wear my wife's maternity dress and walk around trying to find donations.
And everybody believed you too, right?
I came in second, so I didn't do too bad.
You didn't have to go eat then, though, did you?
No, I did.
Oh, yeah.
I even had some nice blonde ponytails, and it was nice.
I would have liked to be the circus barker for that event, I'll tell you that. It's just a lot of fun stuff. And as we've all said before, it is a celebration. It's a celebration for life.
Yes.
And what great inroads we're making. We have since our Relay for Life began. How many years ago was it?
13. This is our
Is that
13th.
possible? Say it isn't so.
Yes, it is. I'm happy to say this is our 13th annual Relay for Life, and it's hard to believe, like you said, where we've come in 13 years, from the little track to the fairgrounds.
How much money does this event raise here, or will it raise this year? Do we have any clue?
We are hoping that when this airs, that we'll have announced that we raised $220,000.
Think about it.
That's what we're hoping for.
That's more than 7 hamburgers.
At this moment, I can tell you that we already have $165,000 in the bank at this moment before anybody gets here.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be a lot of things happening, and a lot of people still making donations, and I'm happy to say that when this
She's happy to
airs,
say she got up this morning You're happy to say.
when this airs, it's still not too late. If you had said, oh, I would have loved to have made a donation and you didn't have a chance to, I'm happy to say that until August 31st is when our fiscal year ends, you could go to, get your pens, www.relayforlife.org/Plattsburgh NY. And there's a website, little credit card, and you're in like Flynn.
Make it so easy.
Just like that. And the beauty of that is, if you do that, then next year when we send out our notices, you'll be in our system and we'll let you know so that you won't think you missed it. And next year you'll be able to get a team.
I love it.
I want to take care of everybody, so it's never too late.
No walker is left behind.
That's right, there isn't.
You guys are so great.
Well,
Anything
thank
else you want to add, Julie?
Just
You can scream in the background later on. Anytime you want to follow her and do a little dancing. How about you?
Just thank you for coming here. We appreciate it, and hopefully you'll be able to stick around and see what's going on.
We'll be delighted.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We got people standing by to be interviewed. Who are you?
Ann Lautenschatz.
Hi, Ann. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm just terrific. Tell us why you're here today.
Well, this year will be my 14th year of survival. And actually, this is the 13th Plattsburgh relay, and it's my 12th in Plattsburgh.
Come on.
So I'm probably one of the longest relayers here.
Is it? I wonder
I-
how many miles you've walked over the last 12 years.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
I was 30 years old when I was diagnosed, and I was pregnant.
Oh,
So
no.
my son will be here later. He's almost 14 and happy and healthy. And I do this because hopefully someday in the future we won't have to do this. I would love to see this disease gone from our memory banks and have this word gone from our English language. So,
Wouldn't we all?
yes.
When you didn't find out about the Relay for Life right away, did you? When you were diagnosed?
There wasn't one. I found out, I think, the second year, and it was very disorganized. It was not at this location. There was probably about 12 to 15 teams, and I think we made somewhere around 20,000. And to see what Joan and the gang has done with it has been amazing.
It is amazing. When you're talking about that many tens of thousands of dollars,
Oh, yeah.
it shows that people really care about beating this thing, doesn't it?
And the amount of teams, over 100 teams. You know, to see the community come out, offices and schools and places to come out and join as teams and take part in fighting this.
You have your own team?
I'm the team captain for the Treasure Chests, which is the breast cancer support group here in Plattsburgh. And I've
Treasure chest. I like that.
Treasure Chests.
So many meanings, huh?
Yeah. So I've been the team captain of that for pretty much the 12 years. I took a break 1 or 2 years in between, but I had to go back to it. I missed it.
It's so nice to meet the survivors, and it takes so long to plan for an event like this. There's so many logistics, so many loose ends to gather in before the day of the event. And we're doing this on June 18th, and so you must be just a little bit excited at 2:33
Yes.
in the afternoon.
I'm very, very excited. Like I say, every year it grows, and every year just to see more and more people out here and more survivors, it's astonishing. And it's an honor to be a part of it.
Well, we're honored to talk to you. Good luck in everything you
Thank
do.
you.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Tell everybody who you are again.
I'm Bonnie Berry, and I'm the PR co-chair with the Relay for Life, and I've been a survivor for almost 16 years.
It seemed to me like the last time we talked to you was in the elementary school in NAC, wasn't it?
That's right. We did a little wellness fair up there, and I was there with the tobacco-free healthy schools. So one of those other little things I do.
So what other things are you going to be doing during this event?
Well, actually, I'm going to help sell some things at the store. There are lots of relay items for people to be able to bring home a little memento of the relay, and we're throughout the year to remind people that we do relay and to celebrate, remember, and fight back. And PR, we're done. We contacted you. We contacted a few of the other locals, and we're done. We always figure this is the day we're done, other than a thank you note.
Well, you can stand right on the edge of the track and holler, "Thank you for coming," all night long.
Yes,
It's
wonderful
great.
thing.
It's great to talk to you, Mon. Have a great day. will
Well,
you?
thank you very much for coming. And
We're delighted to be here.
Oh,
See
we're
you
happy
later.
to see you, and we'll get lots more survivors
Okay,
as they come in.
we'll do it.
We'll have lots more.
See you. We don't have to walk very far to get the next candidate. Who are you?
My name is Justin Rose.
Hi,
I'm 15
Justin.
years old. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
And how come you show up here today?
Came here to find a cure, you know. My father passed away of cancer 3 years ago.
No
and
kidding.
I've been coming every year since, and before that, actually. Yep.
Do you think it's important to be here? That's a silly question, but
Yeah, that is kind of silly, I have to say. Yeah, it's very important to be here, you know. We'll be saving many lives by doing this.
do you have a lot of friends who are here with you or not?
Yeah, well, they're not here yet, but I have a great support group, and actually, I have my Boy Scout troop and my National Honor Society group coming here later.
No kidding. What's your Boy Scout troop?
Troop 46.
Ta-da!
Yeah,
Where do you go to school?
Beacontown.
Of course.
The
Before
best
we
one.
started the camera, we were talking about the rivalry between Beekmantown and Peru,
We're better, I have to say.
but it's a friendly rivalry.
Oh yeah, it's all games. It's all
Until they disagree, right?
It happens.
So, are you out of school for the summer?
Yeah, it feels good too, I have to say. Except for the heat. But
Are you going to walk tonight?
every night.
Are you really?
Yeah, all night long.
That's wonderful. That makes it worth it. You can
makes it
sleep
worth it,
tomorrow,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'll be sleeping a lot tomorrow.
It's great
to
to
say.
have you here. Thanks
Thank you
so
very
much for
much.
your hard work.
You're welcome.
See you later.
All right, you too.
Bye. Well, I'll tell you, they just come in here fast and heavy.
Fast as we can
Who
go.
are you?
I'm Linda Boyer.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
How goes the battle?
It goes good. We've been here since, some people have been here since Wednesday. I've been here since yesterday. And,
Come on.
Well, we started setting up last night and we were here till the wee hours just setting up and making this tent beautiful because it's all about our survivors.
Which tent have you got here? This one?
This is all our survivor tent and our caregiver, which we've added this year. We're celebrating our past and present caregivers, myself included, that have taken care of a loved one, and I think all of us in some capacity are caregivers. You know, even small children who've helped out with grandma or mom and dad or whatever.
Some people whom we've talked to just care, and other people care because they've had loved ones.
Yes.
And that's your case?
Yes, that's my case. My mom and dad were cancer survivors. My brother's a cancer survivor, but my fiance died in October with lung cancer. But he had 7 wonderful years, and I really attribute it to the fact that, you know, the American Cancer Society and other organizations use money for research, and that kept him alive. We did treatment here at Plattsburgh. I work at the Cancer Center in Plattsburgh, at the Fitzpatrick Cancer Center.
Do you really?
Which is total,
You still do?
I still do. I am a 41-year veteran of CVPH.
Come on.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that possible?
It's possible.
I didn't think they hired I didn't think they hired 6-year-olds.
I started at Old Champlain Valley, and that's a whole nother story.
Celebrating its 100th birthday this year.
We are, with a lot of really good memories. But so the Cancer Center is very dear to my heart, and we just had our Eat Dessert First, which was well attended. But
Well, this is on the 18th. The Eat Dessert First was
last weekend.
last weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
remember
kind of
on the
a
radio
prelude.
covering that event the first
And
time
you
they
interviewed
did it.
Yes, you interviewed me in the back parking lot the first year we had it.
Isn't
Yes,
that amazing?
yes. I'm a cancer registrar. I do statistics. I do what goes on in this area, and we are required to report it to the state and therefore national data, which goes to show how well our treatment is going. And we have a real good cancer center, and the treatment that you can get here is treatment that you can get in any big major cancer center.
Isn't it wonderful?
So
we're so lucky.
we are extremely lucky to have
Lucky
it.
to have people like you working there.
Well,
41 years?
It's my pleasure to work there. It's the only place I've ever worked. I'm local. I was born and brought up here. I was a Keysville girl, but spent most of my years in Plattsburgh. So I went away to school and ended up coming back.
I love it.
Yeah.
May you always
Yeah.
stay here. Thanks so
I hope
much.
so. Thank you.
Have a great day, kiddo.
We plan on it.
I will too. Bye-bye. Once again, reminding our viewers that we're at the Clinton County Fairgrounds for the Relay for Life, June 18th, 2010. And we are so happy to be here. You are too, I know you are.
Yes, I am.
Who are you?
I'm Linda Hiller. I'm an 8-year survivor. I will be an 8-year survivor in November.
That's wonderful. And you are?
I am Lisa Supernat. This is my lovely woman, is my mom.
Is that possible?
Yes. Not really, huh? She doesn't look her age.
What a youthful mom. So going to be an 8-year survivor.
Yes, I am, and I'm working because it's a good cause, and
Yep, we
naturally.
put her to work.
Well, why not? How do you feel these days?
I feel great.
Looking good.
Yes, I'm on the survivor committee, and I recruited my mom and my aunt. Where is she?
Yeah, we got to get your aunt over here too. Where is she? Oh, look at her.
there. Doesn't want to be on the
At least we got her picture on.
That's Susan Desatel. She's also a survivor. She doesn't have her T-shirt on. What, 15 years? Susie? How many years? 18, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Years got away
You
from
guys
me.
mind
18.
talking from a distance, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is all survivor tents here, right?
Yes.
And so this is where they sign up. Does each person get a T-shirt, or how does that work?
Go ahead, you're in.
Yes. They pre-register. There's mail that goes out, and you pre-register, and you get a T-shirt. And walk-ins will also get some T-shirts if there's some left.
Now, did you, when you first got cancer, did you join this Relay for Life, or did that happen later?
That happened a few years later, thanks to my daughter, who
Oh, yeah?
has been.
Well, I was
She's been
on a
very
team
active.
with Marie Gay for many
Oh, yeah,
years.
yeah,
we were on
yeah.
a team, and then I was Marie got promoted to team chair, so she put me to team captain. And then last year we came on board. Marie is the chairperson for the Survivor tent, and I'm ahead of the registration and the T-shirts.
It's like a fine working clock. There's so much to do here.
Although everybody doesn't know behind the scenes all the work we start back in February, and then even Joan and them start before that, I'm sure.
She said they were talking about it back in August.
Oh yes, you do. I mean, you start thinking about what your ideas are going to be for next year.
Probably when it finishes tonight, you'll be
Oh yeah,
thinking
we'll
about
be
next
talking
year.
tomorrow. We'll be
Most of us, as we've said many times today, don't even like the word cancer.
No.
And we would love if we didn't have to say the word anymore in our lifetime.
That would
wouldn't
be wonderful.
If they ever
Yeah.
found a cure. They're working on it. You hear that on the news every day.
I think it's better and better.
Sounds
every
like
day.
there's possible some vaccines in the works someday.
we? Wouldn't that be
Oh, that'd be
just
awesome.
unbelievable for all of our friends and family and
Yeah.
people, survivors
Yes.
that will be here. Hundreds of survivors that will be walking here
Oh,
tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We have over
It's
300
very-
registered.
I know, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is
That's
a wonderful
wonderful.
sight to see. All these purple shirts and purple balloons walking around the track just makes
Purple
people.
is our color today,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is. That's the theme.
Well, you're lovely
Yeah.
ladies. Thanks so much for being here, and good luck with everything tonight.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yep.
And here we go again. Who are you?
I'm Sarah Munson.
This is your dad. And
Richard.
Richard, how are you?
Good, good.
Well, how come you guys are here today?
In 2008, my dad got kidney cancer, and he had his kidney removed, and he's been cancer-free ever since.
Come on.
Yep. So far.
You got something to be grateful for.
Yes, I do.
That's worth crowing a little bit.
Yep.
That's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And it's going, you had one kidney removed.
One kidney removed, and so far it's cancer-free.
No kidding. People don't realize that you can survive very nicely with one
Yes,
kidney,
yes.
especially when it's cancer-free, huh?
Exactly, exactly.
Where did you have the operation done?
At CBPH Medical Center, doctor.
I forgot which doctor did it.
I bet you he knows who he is
Yeah.
if he's watching this.
I'm sure he does, yes.
Well, was it scary for you?
It was very scary. I had just graduated high school and started my new life, and find out my dad had cancer. It was something that wasn't expected.
The funny thing about it is that I got back problems too. I got my back that's dislocated, and I went to my back doctor for him to do a test on me, and I had went to the kidney doctor before that, and my back doctor was looking at my charts. He says, "You have cancer," and I had an appointment with my kidney doctor that afternoon.
So they found
I'm
it
shocked.
through something that wasn't even, they weren't testing for cancer.
Nope.
They found it through something that was
You know,
completely different.
exactly the same thing happened to one of our sons who now has cancer, and he's doing extremely well. But if it hadn't been for a CAT scan for a back problem, the mass in his abdomen would never have been found.
Exactly.
And treatment wouldn't have begun. But they have so many. Did you have to do chemo?
No, he
No chemo, no
tried
radiation?
saving part of my kidney by taking pieces off, and after he got so far, he just decided to take it right out and get it over with. So,
No wonder you're here.
which I'm kind of glad in a way, because if he takes half of it out, and there's a chance there's going to be a piece in him
Yeah.
right back where I am. So
here you are.
Here I am.
You're feeling good?
Yes.
And so are you, because your dad's feeling good.
Yep.
That's wonderful. Do you have other friends who are here?
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
yes,
We
yes.
have a team of 14 people.
No kidding. Did you know these people before you got the team together?
Yep.
yes,
Yep. And most of them have been with my dad ever since he had cancer. It's mostly all of our family, and we just do it for him.
There are a lot of families here,
Yes,
and that's
there-
great.
and Robin Rose, one of the cheer girls here, she's my niece.
And we did it with her before.
Really?
Yep. So we've been doing it for like the past 5-6 years now.
That's just terrific. It just gets bigger every year.
It does.
They raise more money, and more money means
Yes.
more help.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's great. It's great to talk to both of you.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here,
Okay.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
2 seconds. That's what you got.
We know who you are, but you have to tell everybody.
Jeannie Bushy.
How are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
I'm just terrific. And we're all delighted to be here for a very good cause, but how come you work here?
Actually, about 4 years ago, Gary and Julie Liberty asked my husband, a co-worker at Women in the World, if we would be willing to help them out. And we did, and it just grabbed my heart, so I've been here ever since.
How can it not grab your heart?
It's awesome.
We have mentioned over and over again how many friends, family members, acquaintances, famous people, movie stars, singers, entertainers, it just crosses all the lines, doesn't it, cancer?
Yes, it does. It touches everybody.
So
And
we're delighted to be here with survivors,
we're glad you're here.
and we're delighted to work here. And so you're with Women of the World.
I am, but I joined the Survivor Tent Committee. So I serve on the committee for the survivors.
You know, there are worthy causes and there are less worthy causes. And just from what we've learned here today from survivors and others, this is one of the worthiest of all.
Yes, sir.
The Relay for Life is so important every year, right around this time.
Yes, this time every year.
And this is June 18th, and we're at the Clinton County Fairgrounds for people who have just turned on the show. And our part is only going to be 90 minutes or so. This event goes all day, all night.
Yeah.
7 o'clock tomorrow. People are beginning to slow down a little bit in the morning.
Yes. That's when the ending of the ceremony, but then there's all the work of cleaning everything up. So it's there's a lot of work, a lot of people.
Do you have friends or family members who are cancer survivors?
Cancer. I have my husband's family member. He has a family member that's a cancer survivor right now. I lost a sister to cancer.
Yeah.
My grandmother, several aunts. So
there are lots and lots of reasons for working really hard at the Relay for Life, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
The
There's
future,
so many
we're
people.
trying to make the future a little bit brighter.
Hopefully, and every year we make a little bit more progress.
We'll do it, Jeannie. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you for being here.
Bye-bye. Right here. And here we are again. Tell everybody who we are.
I'm Tammy Goodwin.
And
Ann Thurber.
I know who you are, Ann Thurber. How's it going?
Very good.
You're pulling your hair out already.
No, it's actually not too bad. It's just a little hot.
It's a lot of hot.
Yeah.
Well, we have friends in Vegas where it's 109.
Wow.
So everything is relative.
That's true. It is.
only in the 80s here today. We got a lot of cold water, so that's good. We just finished one. All right, tell us why you work so hard for this, Ann.
Well, I relay because I'm very involved in it because I lost my father-in-law in 2008 and my brother this year, and I want to do everything I can for the people that have cancer or that are fighting it or have lost the fight. I want to be there for them. Do everything I can.
We're here at 10 minutes after 3 in the afternoon. The Relay for Life doesn't even get underway until 7 o'clock tonight. And already it's getting a little busy around here.
Yes, it is. The survivor and caregiver registration starts about 3 o'clock, so we can get everybody in and ready to go for that lap at 7 for the opening ceremony.
Now, is this a personal thing for you?
It is.
Tell me.
I have an aunt who's battling breast cancer. I've lost a brother-in-law to renal cell cancer. So I just want to help put an end to this disease if I can, in any way I can.
Heavy, heavy stuff, isn't it?
It is. Yes,
I mean, okay, my wife and I have been through it with family members. We have a son suffering right now where every day we pray for a miracle.
That's right.
And
That's right, we do.
we've actually seen quite a few since we've been here. People that I know that were never expected to survive, and here they are, 8, 9, 10, 14 years later.
It's amazing.
There's always hope.
Wonderful.
That's right. That's why we're here. We're going to fight. We're going to fight as best we can.
Yeah,
it's
it's wonderful for me to see this event grow every year. How long have you been involved with it?
This is actually only my second year.
Come on.
It is. The second in many.
Well, did somebody convince you, or did you watch it for a while and decide, or how did that happen?
Actually, last year I got involved because my daughter got involved, and I was so taken by it, I decided this is something I want to be part of.
But you've been doing it for a long time.
No, it's my second year as well.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, you really jumped in with both feet this year, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
You know, I want to point out for people who've never been to a Relay for Life, if you've never known somebody with cancer, never had a survivor in the family, you will be moved deeply when you see the actual event begin and you see the march with the luminaries. You'd have to be pretty hard-hearted not to be affected by that.
That's right. That's right. That's why we have lots of Kleenexes here today, too.
But explain how that works for people who don't even know what a luminary is. They're paper bags that people put names on and draw on, and they put sand in the bottom.
Yeah, some of them are messages. They actually are very poignant messages that people have written to their survivors and
I've done
to
two
their
of them,
memory.
drawn pictures, put names on.
Right.
They're part
wonderful.
of the Remember ceremony. So we can remember those that have lost their battle to cancer and honor those that are lucky enough to be survivors.
And as we mentioned before, in the olden days when this first started, we used to sit there at a table and read those names, page after page after page of names, read aloud. I did it for many years, but now they're scrolled, as we understand, on a big screen, just to show how many people care.
That's right.
And every time you hear that name or see that name on one of those luminaries, wow. I wonder if they'll be going, will they go all the way around the track, do you think?
Last year they went most of the way around the track.
They start just past the stage and they end just at the end of turn 4. So the only part of the track that's not covered is this home stretch here.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hard work, but every minute is worth it, right?
Absolutely. It's totally worth it.
Thank you so much, Cal.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
Good luck
you
tonight.
Too. Thanks for coming.
We're talking about the Relay for Life at the Clinton County Fairgrounds on a virtually cloudless day on June 18th. Is this amazing?
It is very amazing. We have beautiful weather today.
Debbie, what's your last name?
Meryl,
We're delighted to have you here today.
thanks.
Tell me why you're here.
I am here because my family has lots of cancer in it. The main reason is my aunt has had breast cancer for 11 years. It went to the bone and then it's gone to her brain, and she's still with us today. So
There's a lot to be thankful for.
yes, it is.
There'll be a lot of prayer sent to heaven, I guess, before this event is finished tonight.
Oh, they will.
Debbie, have you done it before? Is this your first year? Or?
I have been with the relay since they were down behind Stafford Middle School.
Come on, you were too? Not since the
was.
first one, though.
No.
But for a long time.
Yes. Yep.
And it's been here for 4 years? Now, somebody told me earlier, and I can't remember.
I don't remember how long it's been
We
here
did it
either.
a long time down behind the Stafford Middle School, the old football field down
Yes,
there.
it was very small there, and now it's really grown.
It's really grown. And what have you done every year?
This is my first year being the store committee chair. In the past years, I've helped wherever people need help, and I've taken over the store committee this year.
Well, what's the store committee do? What have you got here?
I've got lots of sweatshirts and t-shirts, and there's hats, relay hats, and lots of goodies to sell.
We may not need the sweatshirt this afternoon. Temperature's probably in the 80s today, mid-80s.
Nah, probably not today.
But it's important for you to be here. I know it is.
Yes, very important. Yes.
And we know that they're going to raise lots and lots of money. And this same kind of event will be replicated all across the country.
Yes.
This is the biggest one in the North Country, though, by far, from what I understand.
It is.
Hundreds and hundreds of people have worked very hard to make sure this is successful.
Yes.
And even if the wind blows, we got the tent tied down pretty good, Deb, right?
We do, and the breeze feels wonderful.
It certainly does right now. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You can roll your sleeves up again now, Deb. See you later. Thanks again. And still, he's
We know
asked.
Calvin.
Oh, we know. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Who are you?
Kathy Ryan.
Kathy?
And I'm Molly Ryan.
Kathy and Molly. Why are you here today?
I'm a 4-year cancer survivor.
No kidding.
Yep.
So it's important for people to support the Relay for Life.
Sure is.
So what do you?
It is part of the healing process for a survivor. You have to make sure that you're dealing with it and you're okay with it, and it helps you deal with closure that you survived and you really believe you survived.
They talk about support systems.
Mm-hmm.
What better
Exactly.
support system could you have here?
Exactly.
And how do you feel about it?
Well, I relay because my mom's a 4-year cancer survivor, and it's because of events like this that our survivors are here with us today, and it's important that we continue to try and find a cure. So that's why I'm here.
Do you both live near here?
Champlain.
Rouse's Point.
That's why we know Calvin.
Oh, that's how you know Calvin Vision, huh?
That's right.
Well, we're delighted to be here to talk to people like you, to know that there are many survivors. Isn't it great to see all the other survivors that are here?
It is.
Hundreds
Feels good.
of people who were cancer survivors.
It's wonderful. It's very emotional when you start that first
We
walk.
understand the Booby Sisters are here.
They're here.
You've
Usually,
seen them perform.
I have seen them perform. They're
Most
quite
of them are close personal friends of mine.
They put on a good show. They put on a good show. Those
Aren't
girls, don't they?
Just absolutely the best. You know, there are lots of reasons to cry sometimes, but this is a reason to celebrate, to laugh and be happy and be grateful for all the support that the Relay for Life is getting today and across the country this month and other months, right?
It certainly is.
Absolutely.
Certainly is.
You're going to stay up all night?
I am. Well, we have a camper.
Well,
we have a camper, and I'll probably
Might take a little
nap.
Little nappies are good. You know, little nap
We'll
is
be here
good.
all night.
We're here all night.
We'll be here all night.
I know. Isn't it great? I mentioned that earlier in our show that people bring their campers, bring their tents. They stay here all night long. They line the track. It's a wonderful big place. Not the little track. We outgrew the little track.
Yes, we did.
This is the big track. This is it.
Absolutely.
We're the big kids now. We've moved on to the big track.
Graduated.
Thanks to the people at the Clinton County Fair for allowing this to happen. The fair is coming later on in July. And it's been going on for a long time.
I would like to personally thank all these volunteers because without them we couldn't do it.
What? You know, I mentioned that so many times on the show since we began. People are so good about helping other people. If they hear that there's a need, they stand right in line. That doesn't happen everywhere.
No. In the North Country it does.
But it happens in the North Country, and we're a very special place. And I can't say that often enough. You guys are a perfect example. Can you imagine, from the folks we've talked to and all the hundreds whom we haven't yet, how many thousands of hours have gone into planning this event?
I can't. I'm sure they're starting probably in a couple of days to start next year's.
They start
It takes
early.
that long. I mean, it's almost like the Macy's parade.
People who march and do their laps and go out and hold their hand out and say, "Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me?"
Yep.
And it's all those dimes and dollars and $10 bills that add up into the hundreds
And I
of
think
thousands.
it trickles down to even the younger kids on our team. We have 21 members on our team.
No
and I
kidding.
think 10 of them are high school kids. My
See
younger
that?
daughter is a junior in high school, and she ran a volleyball tournament to raise money for Relay for Life.
Come on.
Yeah.
All those kids.
Don't talk
She
to me
ran
about kids. Everybody says these
$250,
kids today. Well,
Yep.
here is a perfect example of these
Yep.
kids
So,
today.
if anybody wants to question the kids of the North Country, they can come all over
Come
to
to
the
your
Sassy,
house.
the
Meet
Sassy
your
Shamrocks, and they can meet those
The
great
Sassy
kids.
Shamrocks?
The Sassy Shamrocks.
That's even better.
Of course.
I like the name.
Yeah, and if you walk around the track, you'll see us because we have our shamrock and green hanging up there.
I love it. Ladies after my own heart.
That's right.
I went to Ireland last fall, and I want to go again.
You should.
You should. You got to go a couple of times to really appreciate
That's
that
good.
country. Yep.
Thanks, gals.
Okay, thank you.
Later. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.
Of course you're fine. I told you you were fine.
Well, thanks.
Who are you?
My name is Terry Savage.
I'm so delighted to have you here today.
Well, thank you.
Why is it important for you to be here?
Mostly because someday I'd like to find a cure for cancer. And the more money we raise, I think the better off we're headed towards. I might not see it in my lifetime, but I'd like to see it in my kids and and then my grandchildren hopefully will see it. And a lot of people in my life I've lost to cancer. And
family members, friends?
Oh yes, George Dekas, my husband's uncle. My grandfather died in '80 of lung cancer.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. And Alex Hogel touched my life a while ago, and I do it for him, and I do it for all those that are fighting still. And I'll continue on until I can't do it anymore.
We've talked often about the survivors. It's so important for people who are themselves survivors to come here and help.
Yeah.
But for people like you to help. So what actually are you doing?
I do corporate sponsorship and track signs. And I go around, I work all year long to get corporates to sponsor money and people to buy track signs and raise money that way.
That brings quite a bit in.
Yes, it does. We have some really awesome sponsors. We have Press Republican, Pepsi of Keysville, many, right down to, simple people that just want to donate because of their family. So, it's great.
So you're going to sit right here all night long?
No, I went out and put out all my corporate track signs, so all my corporates are out there, yep. And now we have other track signs that have to be put out, which we're putting out at 5 o'clock. And then we have people that are picking up their own track signs that they sold to raise money.
Now, are they all businesses on the track signs?
Some are just family. Like, I bought one in memory of my grandfather from all of our family. Yep, all of our family gave me $10, and I bought one. And there's a lot in honor of people that are walking today and in memory. So families buy them. Businesses buy them, everybody,
And that's in addition to the luminaries, right?
Yes, yep, that's in addition to the luminarias.
Are these track signs all printed already, the ones you see here?
Yep, these are all printed. We have a Connell Lodge.
Oh, I see.
Well, down here.
She tried to stack them up perfectly when we came here.
See, when they come, they pick that they want to put it out themselves. And this one is condos for a cure in honor of Mary Ann Carter and Debbie.
Somebody prints these up for you?
Yep, down in Albany.
Oh, no kidding.
I have to get them all in order, and I send them out a week before I need them. And then they come back, and I go through them all, and anything I'm missing, I call them and say, I need another set. So
I'm just trying to point out how much work goes into setting this up every year. A lot behind the scenes.
I start in January and send out actually October I start my letter to the corporations and send them out so that they have them for January. And then I just start getting money, phone calls and everything, and getting everything in order.
Obviously very, very good at it.
I try. This year, this is the first time we did letting them put out their own.
But it's a feel-good thing when it's finished, isn't it?
It is. And this moment, this day is what, even though it gets frustrating during the year, things don't turn out, it still you get to here, and it's worth everything. All the frustration. So I might say not again next year, but I'm always back next year.
I love it. I love your attitude. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And have a great day.
And you guys have a great time here. We've got a lot of things going on.
We'll do it.
All right. Thank you.
We got candidates all over the place. Who are you?
I'm Kathy Ojeda from Malone, New York.
From Malone?
Yes.
Wow.
I am a survivor of breast cancer since 2002. Pretty proud.
You say that like you're very proud.
I am. I am a survivor. This is my grandson. He's the only one I got. I have 2 children that I live for. And they're the reason that I keep fighting and fighting every year for it.
This is a perfect example of why we're standing here with the cameras today.
It is, because I'll tell you, this is wonderful.
Makes it all worthwhile.
Yep. He is my pride and joy. He is my life.
Somewhere in my pocket I got a picture that my father used to hand out of his pride and joy. It's a picture of two bottles of dishwashing liquid, Pride and Joy.
Pride and Joy. There you go. That's true.
What's his name?
Blake Xavier.
Blake Xavier.
Yeah, he's 18 months old.
That's a pretty he could be famous, right?
Yeah. And last year when they had this, I had a car accident June 17th of 2009.
Come on.
Yes. And
1 year ago,
One
almost
year
to the
ago.
day.
1 year ago yesterday. And they actually didn't think I would survive. So this is very special for me to be here today because I missed it last year.
You are a survivor in several ways.
Several ways, yes, I am.
Have you always lived in Malone?
Yes, I have.
It's a great place.
It is. I love Malone, New York and stuff. It's beautiful.
Spent a lot of time in Malone during high school years and have kids who live there now.
Do you?
And does he live right near you?
He lives in Messina, New York with his mom and dad, my son and his wife.
Well, that's not that far away.
No, and my daughter lives out here in Plattsburgh, New York. So
you get to hug people quite often.
Yeah, I do. They're the reasons I live for. They were there for me last year, so this is very special for me today.
Did you spend some time in the hospital last year?
Yeah, I did. I was in. They helicoptered me to Albany, New York from Malone, New York.
Oh my goodness, come on.
No, they actually said that I wouldn't walk or fooled all of them.
And you don't need that little wagon to hold you up. You can do it on your own.
Yeah, it took a long time, but I'm here and that's okay. I have several problems with my back, but that's okay. I have been unable to work since the accident, but I keep hoping.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. A lot of hoping and praying, don't we?
Yes, we do.
For cancer survivors.
Yes, we do.
Well, it's a thrill to meet you, first of all.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on being a survivor twice. We don't. It's not 9 lives for people.
No, I know. That's what my kids said.
It's time to knock it off, okay?
Yes, that's what my kids said. Enough is enough, Mom.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Keep
you very
smiling.
much. I will.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Here
For a few minutes ago, I said we have a lady in waiting, and she's been waiting and waiting, but she's been working. Who are you?
I'm Pat Gardner.
How are you?
I'm fine. A little warm, but fine.
It is a warm day, but there's just enough of a breeze that we might survive.
Yeah, that's true.
So how come you're here doing this today, kiddo?
Well, my daughter over here got me involved in this about 5 years ago, and I haven't been able to walk away from it since.
Well, once you get the foot in the door,
that's right.
They hold your foot right in there year after year.
They do.
But do you have friends or family who are survivors or whom you've lost?
I have family and friends that are survivors, but I lost my mother to cancer and her twin sister.
Come on, both of them?
Both of them. Both of them.
How close to each other?
They were twins.
But I mean, how close did they die?
They were about 3 years apart.
No kidding. Oh, my.
Actually, it was, there's 3 in the family, and they all had lung cancer and asbestos related.
Isn't that amazing?
So I walk for my mom. I work for my mom, and I'm just trying to do what I can.
So what is this tent? This is a registration tent?
This is registration. We deal with registering all the people. I take people's money. I love to take money.
Oh, yes, for such a worthy cause, huh?
All right, and we organize the greeting the people out front, and we collect money all night long. People can come.
So you've been involved 4 or 5 years, you said?
5 years now.
And you've seen tremendous growth.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
I can't imagine what 2011 is going to look like.
I don't know. It's going to be unreal.
For people who haven't been to the Relay of Life for, let's say, 10 years,
they're not going to know what it
watch
looks like.
this program and be gaga.
They're not going to realize what it is. They're going to think it's a country fair.
It is like a celebrating a country fair.
It is
There's a lot to be happy about.
But it's also, there's somber times, and but we have a great time.
You know, it's fun for me to walk around when the luminaries are out and just listen to the conversations, listen to people reading what's on the bags, the luminary bags, and saying a little prayer every now and again for family and friends, mentioning things out loud for wherever those things go.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
So it's a wonderful time.
I agree, 100%.
For everybody.
Yes, it is.
So you might be back next year.
I probably will. I promised Julie I would. She's going to be the chairman next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told her I'd be here.
And I know you will be, Mommy. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Have a great day,
Have a
will
day.
you?
Thank you.
See you
Thank you very
later.
much.
Good to see you. Seal, how are you?
Oh, I'm just fine,
What's your last name?
Philion.
delighted to have you here today. I heard you went to Father Gordon's retirement party last night.
I did. It was wonderful.
Was it? Calvin was there with his Calvin Vision camera.
Yeah, I saw him.
So the world will get to see it. You're here for a very important reason here, Sia. Why?
Because I'm a 32-year survivor.
Is that possible?
Well, apparently.
Tell
I'm
me,
here.
Tell me about it.
Well, I read in the Good Housekeeping magazine all about skin cancer. I knew nothing about it. And so I went to the doctor, and Dr. Jones removed it, but then sent me to Burlington for more surgery. And there they removed the lymph nodes and said it was in the 3rd stage, but they had found it on time, and there was no cancer in the lymph nodes.
You've got to be kidding.
So
And that, when was that, in the 70s?
Yeah, 78.
No.
1978.
And here you are.
That's right.
Looking as young and wonderful and healthy as ever.
I tried.
Isn't it? You're the perfect example of why we do the Relay for Life.
That's right.
To make sure that we have lots more survivors in the future, right?
That's right. It's a celebration of life.
It is. Seal, it's great to talk to you. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but you're the best.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Keep smiling.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Is this your car?
No.
No. Oh, no, we're the driver. Oh.
Just told me to watch it.
So you're... Well, we got a race car here, but we don't know who owns the race car. You don't even know who owns it, right? You're watching it as if somebody's going to jump in and drive it away. Okay, who are you guys? What's your name?
My name's Adam.
I knew that would be tough. I always ask the hard questions first. And I bet you there's a last name, too.
Bruno.
All right, Adam.
Brian Lacey.
Ryan.
Travis Lottenshots.
Travis, how are you? You got other family members here.
Yes, my mother, Ann Lottenshots, is a 14-year breast cancer survivor. And so I've been helping out for about 10 years now.
It's a good cause, right? For
It's a
young
great
people
cause.
and older people.
Yep, it really makes you aware that cancer can hit anyone of any age. And it's great to just get together one night of the year and just raise money and awareness.
It's great. We just talked with a dear friend of ours who's been a survivor for 30-some years, your mom for 14 years, others for 1, 2, or 3 or 4 years. How come you guys showed up?
Well, I showed up because of Travis.
Of course. You're just such a good guy. You too?
I'm just helping out with the day for him.
It's good to be here. We wanted to stand in front of the Survivor Wall of Fame too. It's important because there are so many different parts of this Relay for Life every year, aren't there?
Yes. There's a lot of different committees and a lot of different things that need to be done.
Apparently they got most of them done, and I don't know how they do it. With so many people involved, Travis, you know it?
A lot of different people.
It's just fantastic. And look at the weather. It could have been 40 degrees and snow on the ground, probably not in June, but some areas did have frost a couple days ago.
It's a little hot, but it's a pretty nice
I
day.
can tell you're sweating. You're sweating. That's why I'm making them stand here all this time, making them sweat it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's great to have all 3 of you here. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you.
We interviewed your mom, so you get to see her on television. Smiling over on the side there.
Yeah.
See you guys later, huh? Have a great day.
You too. Have a good day.
Used to be a song by Gail Garnett called We'll Sing in the Sunshine. But since I don't have a very good voice, we probably won't be singing today. Is that all right, guys?
Sounds good.
Oh, sounds good. Who are you?
I'm Kevin Sterling.
Kevin, nice to meet you. And you are?
Nolan Reed.
Nolan, nice to meet you. How come you guys are here today?
Here just to help out.
Yep.
Have you got other family members who are working here? Or?
Yeah, my whole family's here, and I come here a lot because a lot of my family have cancer.
No kidding.
Mhm.
So it's really important. How about you?
I'm pretty good friends with their family, so I just came down to help them out.
So how many, when you say your whole family, how many people are here? What'd you guess? I know counting high is difficult.
Probably around a couple dozen. I'm not really sure.
No kidding.
Half of them are over at the survivor tent.
Aunts and uncles and cousins and...
Brothers and mom and dad, and yeah.
Oh, isn't that great? And you know, there's a whole thing about the last man standing. I don't know, you think you'll still be awake at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning?
I'm not staying.
How about you?
They're my ride, so I won't be here either.
Unless you want to walk home. Where do you live?
In Rouse's Point.
That is a long walk.
That'd be,
It'd even be a long bicycle ride, wouldn't it?
That'd be a heck of a walk.
Great to have you guys here today. Thanks for coming and helping out.
Yep.
Best of luck to your whole family. See you later.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Calvin says we can wrap it right up in front of the Dragoons Farm Equipment sign, our good friends, and I've always missed the pancake breakfast the last couple of years. We have so many great corporate friends and individuals in the North Country who've been kind to Hometown Cable over the years and to the efforts that we try to do to help people and to educate people and to just point out what goodness there is in the great heart of the North Country. And this is an absolutely perfect example. It's called the American Cancer Society Relay for Life at the Clinton County Fairgrounds, being held today, June 18th.
Doesn't start until 3 hours from now. Look.
Yeah. Huh?
I said it doesn't start until 3 hours from now. And look at the crowd here.
Let's look at the crowd. Yeah. Did I make a mistake?
No.
Oh, okay. It doesn't. And there is a great crowd. Actually, they come here several days ahead of time to get set up. And if you don't realize how complicated this event is, how many different facets there are, I hope you learned that by virtue of our interviews today. We're here at 7 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. Already hundreds of people are here. Most of them, I would say, are either survivors or are those who are volunteers working to make sure this particular Relay for Life is a tremendous success. And I believe, based on the interviews we've done today, that that is a foregone conclusion. So on behalf of these survivors, on behalf of all the volunteers, on behalf of those business people who have given their corporate sponsorship and those individuals who are supporting the relay teams, I want to offer our Hometown Cable special thanks to every single one of you for helping out to make the 2010 Relay for Life at the Clinton County Fairgrounds a fabulous success. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like next year. As I always do, I'd like to thank our viewers for watching the program, wherever you watch it, at hometowncablenetwork.com, plattsburgh.com, your local cable system, or wherever it is. If you were lucky enough to have a copy of the program to show on your own little player at home or in somebody's living room. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you always for your comments. We love to go places where people are having a good time. So tell us where you'd like us to go, he said with tongue in cheek, and perhaps we'll go there. Don't forget to support it with your monetary contributions to Hometown Cable, Ridge Road, and Champlain. Calvin Castine's been doing this for a long time, and it is a very good cause. We hope to continue it as long as we're able to stand on our feet and Calvin to hold that camera. And who knows where we're going to be next time for our little corner. See what I mean? Gone but not forgotten. I just signed off the program when I heard you guys were in there, and I said, Calvin said, oh, we got to talk to these people. Who are you?
We're the Peru gymnastics team.
What's your name?
I'm Karen Lemoy.
Hi, and you are?
Ashley Lemoy.
And?
I'm Alan Rivers.
And?
Sydney Edmond.
And?
Robert Smith. Samantha Mack. Caitlin Monty.
From Peru. Oh, gosh. Now, what do you have to do with the team itself besides being
I'm
a
the
parent?
coach.
You are the coach?
My daughter's a former gymnast and a coach. Yep.
That's a lot of pressure for one day.
It is. And I think it's really important to get the girls involved in some community service. So we picked this event to do every year. This is our second year.
Second year for all of you?
Yep.
Really? What do you think about it?
About who, my mom?
We know you love your mom. If you didn't, you'd have to stand alone.
Well, I'm glad you know that.
No, about being here.
It's really fun for the team to get together. It's kind of a bonding event for everybody, and we work really hard. We raise a lot of money, and we enjoy working for a great cause.
So what are you doing inside, guys?
Cooking lots of food, taking people's orders, writing them down. And
you can take a bite, you know. Take a bite and join the fight.
That's right.
Is it fun?
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
you plan on it? Did you know ahead of time you were going to be here today?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. Best thing of the week.
Those earrings don't weigh 1.5 pounds a piece, do they?
We just have a lot of fun, like working together and everything. Just team kind of stuff.
You don't do any gymnastics inside, do you?
No. See that after everybody's gone.
Actually, when we start walking on the track, we end up doing flips around the track.
Do you really?
To pass time.
I'm sorry, here to see that.
And the later it gets, the sillier they get, so we never quite know what we're gonna.
See, I always start out silly, and it goes downhill after that. How big is the team, really?
Between varsity and modified, I have about 25.
Wow.
Yeah. 25, 30, and I'm just varsity will be here today. So we'll probably have, I don't know, 14, 15 kids here.
You know, I don't get to see many gymnastics events, and that's too bad because I love it. My good friend Gip Brown.
He was my coach.
Come on.
Oh yeah, he was my coach.
I had to drop Gip's name.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. He was an amazing coach.
He's the best guy in the whole world.
Oh, he is. He is.
Some of our team.
Well, come on, team members, come on, more names. Who are you?
I'm Hannah.
Hannah, we're delighted to have you. Come on over here, kids. Who are you?
I'm Mindy.
Come on.
I'm Caitlin.
And?
Caitlin's mom, Kelly.
Wow.
Yep.
We
They'll
could
be
put-
coming in a little at a time, but we'll put him to work.
I think that is a room enough in there for everybody.
Oh yeah. Well, we stay busy.
When it gets crowded, we kind of, okay, it's your turn to take a walk. Let's go for a break and, invite them back in a half hour or so. And we switch it up so they stay entertaining, I put it that way. They don't get entertained, we get entertained.
I love it. You guys are the best. Thanks so much for being here today and for supporting this very worthy cause. Now can I say it again, Calvin?
Say it again.
I'll say it again. Who knows where we're going to be next time for our little corner.